The air crackled with tension. All eyes were on Brett Favre. The former NFL star sat before Congress, his face etched with emotion. He wasn't there to discuss football. He was testifying about a welfare scandal. Then, a bombshell. Favre revealed he was battling Parkinson's disease. The room fell silent. The weight of his words hung heavy. Here was a legend known for his grit and determination, now facing a formidable opponent off the field. His voice, normally booming with confidence, was subdued. He spoke of his diagnosis, his voice tinged with a mix of vulnerability and courage. His revelation sent shockwaves through the nation. Fans, accustomed to seeing Favre conquer on Sundays, were confronted with his mortality. The man who seemed invincible was now grappling with a debilitating illness. The irony was palpable. He was there to address one controversy, yet another one emerged, threatening to overshadow everything. Parkinson's disease is a thief. It stealthily robs individuals of their movement, their control, and their independence. It's a progressive neurodegenerative disorder, meaning it worsens over time, gradually taking more and more from those it affects. The disease attacks the brain, slowly chipping away at its ability to regulate movement, affecting the very core of a person's physical abilities. Imagine your body betraying you. Your hands tremble uncontrollably, making it difficult to perform even the simplest of tasks. Your muscles stiffen, making even the simplest tasks feel Herculean. Buttoning a shirt or writing a note becomes a monumental challenge. Walking becomes a tightrope walk, balance a distant memory. Each step is fraught with uncertainty and fear of falling. This is the reality for millions battling Parkinson's. They face daily struggles that many of us take for granted. The symptoms are cruel, relentless, and unyielding. They do not take a day off. Tremors, often the first telltale sign, can shake the body with startling force, disrupting daily life. Muscles lock up, turning once fluid movements into jerky, labored efforts. The body no longer responds as it once did. Speech slurs, a cruel reminder of the disease's grip. Communicating becomes a struggle, adding to the isolation. There is no cure for Parkinson's, only ways to manage its relentless advance. Doctors and researchers continue to search for better treatments. Medications, therapy, and lifestyle changes can help mitigate symptoms, offering a semblance of normalcy. Exercise and physical therapy can improve mobility and strength. But the battle is ongoing, a daily struggle against an invisible foe. The determination and resilience of those affected are truly inspiring. News of Favre's diagnosis spread like wildfire. Social media erupted, a maelstrom of reactions. Sympathy poured in from fans and fellow athletes. Here was a man who had entertained millions, now facing his toughest opponent. Messages of support flooded his social media accounts, a testament to the power of sports to unite. Yet skepticism lingered. The timing of his revelation, in the midst of a scandal, raised eyebrows. Some questioned his motives. Was this a calculated move to garner sympathy? To deflect from the controversy swirling around him? The court of public opinion was in session, and opinions were sharply divided. Some saw a desperate man, grasping at straws, using his illness to sway public perception. Others saw a vulnerable human being, thrust into the spotlight at his most vulnerable moment. The truth, as always, likely lay somewhere in between. Mississippi, a state plagued by poverty, its citizens struggling to make ends meet. In 2020, a scandal erupted, exposing a shameful betrayal of trust. Millions of dollars, earmarked for the state's most vulnerable, had vanished. The money, intended for welfare programs, had been siphoned off, lining the pockets of the wealthy and well-connected. The scandal reeked of corruption and greed. Those entrusted with safeguarding taxpayer dollars had instead treated it as their personal piggy bank. The audacity was staggering. Politicians, athletes, and business people, their names became synonymous with avarice. The public was outraged. How could this happen? How could those sworn to serve the people so brazenly exploit them? The scandal shook Mississippi to its core, exposing a deep-seated rot within its institutions. The stench of corruption lingered, a stain on the state's soul. Brett Favre, the golden boy, now found himself embroiled in the muck. Allegations surfaced, linking him to the misappropriated funds. Text messages, obtained by investigators, showed Favre lobbying for funds for a volleyball stadium at the University of Southern Mississippi, his alma mater. The optics were terrible. Here was a multimillionaire, accused of accepting money meant for the poor and needy. While Favre maintained his innocence, claiming he was unaware of the source of the funds, the damage was done. His reputation, once pristine, was now tarnished. The scandal cast a long shadow over Favre's legacy. The allegations, even if never proven in court, painted him in a different light. Was he a willing participant in the scheme, or was he an unwitting pawn, his name and reputation exploited for personal gain? The questions lingered, casting a pall over his achievements. The wheels of justice grind slowly but surely. Investigations into the Mississippi welfare scandal are ongoing. Prosecutors, armed with subpoenas and a determination to hold those responsible accountable, are piecing together the intricate web of deceit. Indictments have been handed down, ensnaring politicians and businessmen. The investigation has exposed a culture of cronyism and entitlement, where rules were bent and taxpayer dollars treated as personal slush funds. The scandal has shaken Mississippi's political establishment to its core. Favre, while not charged with any crimes, remains a person of interest. Investigators are scrutinizing his role in the scandal, seeking to determine the extent of his knowledge and involvement. The legal proceedings, likely to drag on for years, will determine whether Favre is ultimately cleared of any wrongdoing, or if his legacy will be forever tainted by the scandal. Brett Favre, a name that once resonated with the echoes of triumph and the roar of the crowd. The name once evoked images of gridiron glory, of unforgettable moments under the stadium lights, of a gunslinger quarterback who defied odds and expectations, who played with a fearless heart and an unyielding spirit. He was a folk hero, beloved by fans for his passion and his blue-collar work ethic. Favre's connection with the fans was palpable, a bond forged through years of shared victories and heartaches. He was a surefire Hall of Famer, his place in NFL history secure. His induction into the Hall of Fame was a moment of celebration, a testament to his incredible career and the indelible mark he left on the sport. Now, his legacy is intertwined with scandal. The headlines that once celebrated his achievements now tell a different story. The allegations of financial impropriety, whether proven or not, have cast a long shadow over his achievements. The man who once stood as a symbol of integrity now finds his name mired in controversy. The image of Favre standing before Congress is a stark contrast to the hero we once knew. His face, etched with the strain of his illness and the weight of the accusations against him, tells a story of a man under immense pressure. It is a stark reminder that even heroes fall. The pedestal on which he once stood now seems a distant memory. The Mississippi welfare scandal has tarnished Favre's reputation, a scandal that has shocked many and left fans questioning their once unwavering support. Leaving a permanent stain on his legacy, the scandal has overshadowed his accomplishments on the field. The man who once embodied the spirit of competition and fair play now finds himself associated with greed and corruption. The contrast between his past and present is jarring. It's a tragic fall from grace, a narrative that serves as a sobering reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. A cautionary tale about the fleeting nature of fame and the importance of integrity. In the end, it is not just the victories that define a legacy, but the character and choices made along the way. Brett Favre faces an uncertain future. The once indomitable quarterback, known for his resilience and tenacity on the field, now finds himself grappling with challenges that are far removed from the gridiron. His health, compromised by Parkinson's disease, is a constant concern. The tremors, stiffness, and slow movements are a stark reminder of the relentless nature of the disease. Regular visits to the doctor and a strict regimen of medication are now part of his daily routine. The legal cloud hanging over him, a result of the Mississippi welfare scandal, threatens to further damage his reputation. Accusations and court appearances have become a new reality, adding to the weight on his shoulders. It's a challenging time for the former NFL star, a stark contrast to the adulation he once enjoyed. The cheers of the crowd, the accolades, and the glory days of football seem like a distant memory now. Favre's focus will likely shift from clearing his name to managing his health. Physical therapy sessions, exercise routines, and the unwavering support of his family are crucial in this battle. Parkinson's is a formidable opponent, one that requires constant vigilance and care. The disease progresses over time, making it essential to stay ahead with treatments and support systems. He'll need to rely on his inner strength, the same grit and determination that made him a football legend to navigate the challenges ahead. The mental toughness that saw him through countless games will now be his greatest asset. The road ahead for Brett Favre will be arduous. Each step forward will be met with obstacles, but his spirit remains unbroken. He'll need to confront his mortality, to come to terms with the legacy he'll leave behind. Reflecting on his past achievements and the impact he's had on the sport will be a bittersweet journey. Will he be remembered as a football icon, flawed but ultimately human? The love and admiration of his fans still linger, a testament to his enduring legacy? Or will the scandal define him, overshadowing his accomplishments on the field? Only time will tell. The narrative of Brett Favre's life is still being written, and the final chapters are yet to unfold.